welcome back to the SAVAGE6 Supra channel. I've just pulled off the car cover I put on a couple months ago. Look how grimy. Dust gets through it. And yes, that is a sunroof. I didn't put it in, got the car like that. Yes, I know they don't come with sunroofs, but this one's actually, well, it's quite neat. But look at that dust. I think it's time for a bit of a bath. Where I live, the dust is plentiful, but it needs a bath, and so does the car cover. It needs a terrible bath. Not quite sure how to wash that without damaging it. I'll have to read some instructions. And I got this little sucker. Let me lay it out here. I've already plumbed some wiring up to it. This will be my fuel pump dual rev relay. It's called Neuro. 2 relays inside, 2 fuses, 6 inputs, outputs, whatever you call them. You got your main negative, your 2 power out, your 2 signal wires, and your main power in. Obviously these signal wires will be, they'll be joined, and these power outs will be joined together the pump. So both the relays will share the load, unlike the one relay that's in the car now. And yes, these are only 30s, but I had a look up on the magnafuel website, and they only really require 30 amps, but two 30 amps. So I got that. It's a nifty little relay block, and well, we'll be fitting that, but first, if you haven't seen, well, all the wiring that I got in the hatch, in the boot, I have to get rid of all that first, because, well, it's a mess. I need to get rid of it all. Most of it's like speaker wiring for amps and all that sort of shit. I used to have like big sound system in this thing. It don't need that at all. Used to have 2 big 12-inch subs, 3 amps, 6 speakers. For now, I'll keep the 6 speakers. Maybe get rid of the amp. Don't really need an amp. We just run it off the stereo power. But yeah, we'll get onto this. This is the next thing. And good news, the engine update is, well, we're weeks away apparently. So the engine block is in the engine room being assembled as we speak. Little problem with running beehive valve springs, since my cams have got 11mm lift, as what my engine builder JHH Will has said that he checked them out. They all fit up perfectly, no worries, but with the 11mm lift, how tight the springs get on the full lift, they're almost binding button up on themselves. So he doesn't like how tight that is, so we're going to have to go back to another set of Ferrera dual valve springs. They're a fine spring, yeah, they're no worries. I ran them before, run them again, but expensive, unfortunately. It's like $2 grand just for springs. So that's where we're up with the engine. It might have had some valve damage in cylinder 5, not valve to piston, but valve to valve. It did skip timing once, and they were slightly bent. Got the wobbles on, so had to get another set of valves. Not run the same set of valves I was running, because they're special order and custom made. So now we're going to change over to some Ferrera exhaust valves. So 2mm oversized exhaust valves. So it's all custom order. But for now, that's working. It's going to be, well, engine's coming sooner than later, so I got to start getting what I have to get done on this and get it ready for the engine to plunk in. Get back to you when do a little time lapse, give this thing a quick little bath, nothing too special. Yeah. Well guys, she's all cleaned up. Engine bay is looking smick. While I got it out in the sun, I'll show you how bad the paint is on this thing. Like, you can see all the swirls and sun damage. It's paint chipped, dented. For some reason this quarter panel from like here and then all the way through is all sun damaged, but only to the end on the boot here. But like, it's scratched, just dent. The boot's in terrible shape. Rear bar's in terrible shape. Like, it needs a paint. It needs a respray. And of course, well, the engine bay just had a respray, so it looks fine now. But yeah, she's a little ugly. But that's as clean as I can get it. Once the engine's done, and then once the engine's done, up and running, next will be body and paint work. As you see, it needs body and paint work. So I'll have to get all this junk out of here, and you can see me amp, the speakers, and look at that chook's nest of wiring. We'll clean all that out first before we go messing around with the fuel pump relay. So I'm in the process of pulling everything out. All this here, that's speaker wiring, more speaker wiring. This is, well, I'd say it went to the old fuel pump little booster that's up and behind this panel here somewhere. And this will be the, what do you call it, fuel gauges, fuel level gauge, something like that. With the well, one will be low light and one will be and they'll be fuel gauge. And this is the old relay block for the fuel pump, melted, recharged. Got to get that out. Pretty much taking everything out of here. I'll rewire the speakers just to run off the stereo, or maybe I'll get a slimline little amp and tuck it away somewhere. Redo this earth, probably won't redo the power wire that runs under the chassis all the way up to the engine bay, but that's where I'm at now. While I'm in here, I might as well do it. And like, this is all previous owner stuff. Like, you have joins on joins, and yeah, and all this stuff here, all this wiring, they're like, that's for, yeah, sex spec bloody crap. So I have to get rid of that. I might just put some new TVs in there, just for the shits and giggles, or get a whole another bar plastic trim thing. And as you see, my battery, it's in the boot, right behind the driver's seat, passenger rear seat. I did that years ago. Cut a hole through the floor. It literally sits right above the diff, and it'll fit a BO3B diff in. It's been pretty awesome, apart from some batteries I measured a little wrong. I should have put this on an angle, leaning back just a little bit, just to clear this. That's how close it is. But it is what it is. I could always fix it up later on. But I'll get to it, get back to you when I've got something else done. Right, so this is my little crude setup. All this will be trimmed down, made to fit. I just wanted to dry test it at the moment. You can see that's the pump power from the to the pump, 2 to 1. And the orange is the trigger. I got them, yeah, crudely done here. And positive, got the negatives. This negative will actually be on the battery. I'm just testing it. But you can see, if I turn the ignition on, you should be able to hear the pump. There it is. That's the pump. Now if I pull one fuse out, I should still be able to hear the pump kick on, and if I swap it over and pull the other fuse out, I should hear the pump kick on. So a lot more redundancy. We'll test that out. Okay, got one fuse out. Quite hard little suckers to get out, but the pump should still run. Yep. We'll put that fuse in. And we'll pull this other one out. Yep. The other fuse is out. And it should still run. Yep. Pull both fuses out, and it should die. Well, shouldn't run at all. Nothing. Awesome. So now I'll put these ones back in anyway, so I don't lose them. Now I should be able to finalize that. Mount this sucker probably around here somewhere. Shorten all these cables up and do the final install of it. Okay, everything's shortened, tucked up, installed. I really need to get some light in here fuse. Hold on. Yeah, there's a bit of light fuse. The new era relay is, well, it's in. Everything's short. Got one pole to the other pole jumping off each other. Couldn't be bothered splitting the wires, but that looks a lot neater anyway. And then I got it run through the back here to a 12 volt 30 amp breaker, and then up to the battery. I've got the pump earth and the relay box earth just going to the chassis. I probably should run them to the battery, but I haven't got any wire on me, so that'll do for now. And well, that's a lot neater, and that'll work a lot better. And to prove that that sucker works, we'll give the key a little hit. It's not good to run your pump dry, but just a couple of seconds won't hurt. Yeah, she's a goer. So that's a ton better improvement. Instead of having, yeah, what did I have here? Just this one single dodgy bloody thing that, like, it melted so bad I couldn't even pull that out. I had to just cut it off. But it's still working. Gave them some bloody heat. That's done for now. Don't have to worry about anything else. And yeah, I think that's that'll do it for this video. Next video, I'm running out of things to do, sort of. Since I'm here, all this wiring crap, I might redo the speaker wiring, just tidy it up a bit. Might get one of them small little amps just to run the speakers, and you know, I could put it down here or put it underneath the passenger seat or anywhere really. Plenty of space instead of having the big amp that I had in here. This is a street car, race car, but to pop some chains, you gotta have chains. Anyway, that'll do it for this video. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you wanna, like if you wanna. Doesn't worry me. I'm just doing this for fun, and video editing, I'm enjoying it. Not enjoying my computer, but I'm enjoying the process of doing it. So, and building, well, I started building my own computer, as you know, but getting parts is terrible. So anyway guys, toodaloo, catch you later. Sorry.